There's a lot of capabilities that are coming to market with this, but I'll come at it from the user's perspective, the agents and assistants. So we're defining the two kinds of agents. One's an assistant, and another one's called agent. The assistant is there's like an assistant is sort of like a helper. So if you think about one of our solutions or one of our applications, an assistant is sort of bound within an application, within a solution. And a human user can ask the assistant, it's called Amadeus. The human user can ask Amadeus to perform some activity for. And what happens is assistants assume the roles and permissions of the human user they work with. So they can do whatever the human user can do. So the human user has this object interface that they can interact with. They can ask the agent to help them some of the more complex tasks in that interface. The human would work with the object interface. When they're working with an assistant, they're working with an agentically rendered interface. I'll come back to that later. But this agentically rendered interface, the human can request the assistant to do there might be some really complex configuration they want to do in administration for B2B connections or something like that. There might be an 8-step process they have to go through, and they always forget one of them. The assistant won't forget that. So the assistant will make the user more efficient, more accurate what they do. That's one thing we're bringing to market. Separately from that, the agents that we're talking about, here's where agents are different. The assistant's an efficiency helper, in a way. Agents are a workforce multiplier. So I, as a human user, can have many agents that work for me. They're like a team. I manage them. These agents, they have their own roles and permissions. They're distinct from mine. They have their own. Agents also have roles and permissions across many apps in the system, so they can do much richer kinds of things than what an assistant can do. Now, when I create agents, I give them specific job assignments. I might have an agent that works with a specific product. I might have an agent that works with a specific set of vendors, or they might manage a certain market for me as far as accepting purchase orders for that market, whatever it may be. So I can define some very specific agents. I can have many of them. And what those agents will do then, because they have roles and permissions, they can recommend things to me based on what their job function is. They might recommend that, hey, these POs can be accepted, acknowledged. They might recommend placing an order because inventory levels are getting low. They might, who knows what, right? There's a lot of things they can do from a business process perspective. Now, what they do is there's always a human in the loop though, right? The manager has to approve whatever they're going to do. And what's really cool is from an auditing perspective, when I approve that, the agent's name gets put into an audit trail, and the human user who approved it, their name gets put in the audit trail. So we have full traceability of who did what in the capabilities that we're coming out with. Those roles and permissions that I mentioned, whether we're talking about assistants or agents, those are tied to what we call object operations. Object operations are the things you can do with the software. So if a human user is in the object interface, they can click around, push buttons, and things happen. They can approve things, they can create things, they can search for things. Agents can do all those same kind of things. But when the agent is ready to change something, it has to show it to the user and propose, here's what I'm recommending we order, here's what I recommend we approve or submit. And the human user then can review that information. What's wicked cool though about what we're doing is I'm not looking at a chat interface with pages and pages of text that I have to read through as the human user. What I'm looking at is an agentically rendered user interface that has tables, charts, graphs, widgets, buttons I can press. So if the agent says, there's 2 vendors that we could buy this product from, which would you like? It'll put up a couple of cards with a select here button or a select there button for each of the 2 vendors, and I just pick which one I want. And then it'll go back and say, okay, here are the products that we're going to be ordering. Is this the right quantity, prices, everything like that? I can review it. Not accept it if I don't like it. Ask it to make some changes, or say, yes, go ahead and I approve that change, and it can submit that purchase order for me. Crazy cool stuff.